everyone. Welcome to Kundalini by Candlelight. My name is Kathleen Osmond. Today's Kriya is for metabolism and relaxation. We've all been spending a lot of time at home lately, so perhaps it's time to get that metabolism moving a little bit, while at the same time finding ourselves relaxed. The specific Kriya releases tension that's accompanied by nervousness. It also works on the upper triangle of the chakras and stimulates the balance of the thyroid and parathyroid glands. Deep relaxation is a must for mental health, and not the kind of relaxation that we've been having lately where we've all been at home and we've been trying to self-isolate and stay away from everybody else. That's not deep relaxation. Deep relaxation is feeling refreshed and feeling rejuvenated and feeling ready to take on whatever comes your way. It's an easy exercise series which derives its powerful effects from the sequence of glandular stimulation and the use of pranayama, or breathing techniques. So let's start by pulling the pillows out from under the couch, finding our sit bones connected to the earth, connected to the bolster in my case, or the mat, or the ground, or the chair, wherever you may find yourself today. Roll the shoulders up to the ears, squeeze the shoulder blades together as the shoulders come down. One more time, rolling shoulders up, and as you roll down the back, pull the shoulder blades together. Feel the shoulders now fall away from the ears. Imagine that tiny string at the crown of your head pulling you up towards the ceiling, lengthening the spine. And with eyes closed, let's put our focus to the breath, just listening to the inhales and the exhales. No judgment, just listen to your breath. Noticing the inhales and exhales, noticing the rise and fall of the chest. Taking a moment to feel tall again. Hands on the thighs, palms face up or down, your choice, whatever is more comfortable. Option to take Yen Mudra, first finger and thumb touching, if that's what makes you we're going to move directly into our pranayama today, our breathing exercise, before we start our kriya. We're going to do the same one that we did last week, which is box breath or 4-count breath. Basically all it involves is, as you inhale, imagine a box in front of your vision that's behind your closed eyes. So as you're inhaling, you're tracing the top of the box. Hold your breath for 2 or maybe 3 counts as you trace down the side of the box. Exhale, trace across the bottom, and then hold the breath out as you trace up the side. So let's pick a count of 4. So with our eyes closed, we're going to breathe in for a count of 4, 3, 2, 1 across the top of the box. Now hold the breath in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Release to a count of 4. 4, 3, 2, 1 as we're tracing the bottom. And now hold that breath out for 4, 3, 2, 1. Starting again at the beginning. Inhale for 4. Hold for 4. Release for 4. And hold out for 4. Perfect. Continuing at your own pace. do one more full breath. In for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4. Once you've completed your last breath, come back to a regular breathing pattern. In and out. Perfect. Bringing palms together at the center of the chest, shoulders relaxed, chin tucks in slightly. Focus is in between the eyebrows and slightly above behind closed eyes. We open our Kundalini practice with our opening mantra, Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Translates to I bow to the teacher within. We're going to breathe twice together, full breaths in and out, and then we'll begin. Inhale deeply. And exhale. And one more time, big inhale here. And exhale. And we'll inhale to begin. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. 2 more times. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And one last time. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Beautiful. Inhale, big, deep inhale. Hold the breath and set yourself an intention for your practice today. Something you want to achieve, accomplish, feel good about, be able to tick off that list. Hold the breath. And slowly, gently relax the breath. Hands come down to the thighs. We're going to start our warm-up exercises standing today. So bring yourself up to a standing position. If standing's not in your practice, okay to sit in a chair. We're going to bring our feet together. Feet are going to be hip width apart here. Hands come to the thighs or to the waist. And we're going to make big circles with the body. Stretch the hips out in all directions. If it's possible, close down the eyes and just make big hip circles. Stretch out the legs. Try not to lose your balance. If balance is a challenge for you, option, hold on to a table. In my case here, a table. Option also to use a chair. I'm going to go a couple more times in this direction. And we're going to come nice and tall. Deep inhale. Exhale. And now the opposite direction. If you started to the left, move to the right. If you started to the right, move to the left. If you can't remember, it doesn't matter. Move in circles. Big circles with feet hip width apart. We are halfway there. Couple more times around in this direction. Coming to stand tall, feet shoulder width apart, arms come down to the sides, roll the shoulders up and over, pinch the shoulder blades together in the back, turn the hands forward, mountain pose. Deep inhale. Shine the chest forward and exhale. One more time, inhale deeply. And exhale. Beautiful. We're going to move now to archer pose. Taking a step forward with the right foot. So now right and left feet both face front. Leaning into that right leg. So your knee is now bent. Make sure you can see the big toe on the inside of your right foot. Again, if balance is an issue, find a chair, find a tabletop, something to help steady you. Now, both of our hips are facing forward. Right arm comes up at shoulder height, grasp that imaginary bow. Thumb stays up as your guide. Left arm comes up, pull back on that bow. Feel strong, feel tall, tummies are tight. Back leg is strong, right down to the foot. Engage the thigh muscles. Quick check on that big toe. And gaze out over your thumb into a future where your metabolism is working awesome. And you're feeling relaxed, you're feeling strong, powerful, bountiful, beautiful, blissful. Imagine it, picture it. Hold the pose, be strong. Couple more breaths. And we're going to inhale deeply together. Hold the breath in, be strong. Exhale, arms come down. Back foot steps up to meet the front, and now the right foot steps back. This time, right leg is strong, left foot is forward. Again, both feet facing front, leaning into that left leg. Quick check for the big toe on the inside of the foot. This time, left hand comes up, grabs that imaginary bow. Put that thumb up, right arm comes up to shoulder, pull back, be strong. Lean into that right leg, feel strong in the back, tall in the spine. Gaze out over the thumb. Reimagine yourself, the beautiful soul that you are, strong, capable, productive, healthy, wise, happy. And be tall, breathe deep. Feel strong. Quick check on the toe. 2 more full breaths. Excellent. Hands come down. Back foot steps up to meet the front. We're going to come down now to our hands and knees and move to cat and cow. Now, if you're seated in a chair, you can do cat and cow in a chair. You do not have to be coming down on hands and knees. For those of you on hands and knees, options for hands if you have pain. Thumbs on the inside, make a fist, hands on the knuckles. If you don't have any problems with hands, hands are splayed wide, full palm down, stretch those fingers out. Option to curl the toes under in the back. Inhale, belly drops low, chest comes between the shoulders, head looks up. Exhale, arch like an angry cat. Inhale down, exhale up, down, up. Now if you're seated in a chair, knees are wide, bottoms of the feet touch. Hands come to the knees on the chair, and as you inhale, pull the chest forward. You're nice and tall in the spine here. Exhale, back, forward, back, forward, back. Either way works. Whether you're seated on a chair, seated on the floor, or on your hands and knees. We have 30 seconds left. Whatever your variation, find your rhythm, back and forth. Inhale and out. Ten seconds left. Excellent. Full deep inhale. Bring that chest forward. Hold the breath for a moment. Exhale. If you're on your hands and knees, we're going to come back to a seated position. And we're going to move to the first exercise in our Kriya. For this particular exercise, we're asked to come to sit on our heels or staff pose. Some of you may have issues, as I do, with hips, having both of my hips replaced. I find it a little bit hard to sit on my knees, so I sit on my bolster. If you are able to, sit on your knees. If you can't sit on a bolster, feel free to sit on a chair and your legs come wide. Interlock the fingers in front in Venus lock. Left thumb on top if you're male, right on top if you're female. And from here, we're going to inhale deeply. Hold the breath, and as you hold the breath, we're going to pump the arms up. 1, 2, 3, bring them back down, release. Inhale, hold, release. Okay, find yourself in position, and we begin in 3, 2, 1. Eyes are closed. Tummy's tight. Thirty seconds left. Beautiful. Deep inhale. Hold the breath. And release. Dropping the hands, we take a moment. And that was part 1. Now for part 2, hands again together. If you're a woman, right thumb on top. If you're a man, left thumb on top. We're going to do the same exercise, except this time we're going to pump 10 times on the held breath. Okay? Coming into position. Inhale. Hold, 10 pumps. Exhale. Inhale. Hold the breath, 10 pumps. If you can't do 10, do as many as you can. Release at 10 or your maximum. Inhale. We have 30 seconds left. 10 pumps. Big inhale. Hold. Release. Close down the eyes. We'll take a moment. This exercise actually works on the metabolism by stimulating the thyroid and parathyroid glands. And this position also helps aid in digestion. So we're going to move to the second exercise. Find yourself down on your back. Okay. Lying down on the back. I'm going to move my little body out of the way. Lying down on the back, we start with the left leg. So hands are down at the sides. The left leg comes up, comes up 2 feet. Now, if you're like me and have a little bit of issue with your low back, option to bend your leg if you find that's more comfortable, or leg stays down. Okay? From here, with the eyes closed, we breathe long and deep. Hold the tummy tight. Relax the upper body. Everywhere else should be relaxed except for the leg. Again, if you're okay with legs down, looks like this. If you have low back issues, option to raise the leg. Breathing long and deep. We are halfway there. Fifteen seconds left. Excellent. Deep inhale. Hold the breath. Release and let the leg down. I'm going to take a moment. Now for the other part of the exercise, of course, we're going to move to the right leg. Lifting the right leg up 2 feet off the ground. Arms are down at the sides. The whole upper body is relaxed. We breathe deeply. Now again, if you're able, legs can be down. If not, if you have any kind of low back issues, option to bend the leg. And we begin. Long and deep. We have 30 seconds left. Seconds. Beautiful. Deep inhale. Hold the breath. Release the leg, release the breath. Take a moment. Now, for the next exercise, we come back to a seated position on your mat, on your chair, or in my case, on your bolster. We're now going to move through a series of pranayama, or breathing exercises, part of the Kriya. So the first one is left nostril breathing. We're going to be activating pituitary and pineal glands here, and we're going to be opening lungs and direct the nervous system to coordinate left and right hemispheres of the brain. So we're going to start with the left nostril. Bringing the right hand up to the face, cover the right nostril with the thumb. Close down the eyes. Deep breathing in and out through the left nostril. Find yourself in position, and we begin. Eyes are closed. Focus in between the focus in between the eyebrows and slightly above. Tall in the spine. We have 15 seconds left. Beautiful. It's the left. And now, the right. Now cover the left nostril with the index finger. Breathing solely through the right side. Continuing to breathe long and deep. seconds left. Remember to feel tall in the spine, lengthen the spine. Beautiful. Release the left. Now we're going to inhale left. So inhale left, covering the right nostril. Exhale right. Cover right, inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale left. Exhale right. We have 15 seconds left. Excellent. Now we're going to move to something a little bit more complicated. We're going to include breath of fire. Now, breath of fire is when you inhale, as you exhale, you inhale normally deep. As you exhale, pull the belly button towards the spine. And trust me, that'll take care of the inhale. So we inhale normally, exhale, pull the belly button to the spine. Pull the belly button, pull the belly button, pull the belly button. Now, each time that you do that, the inhale will come naturally. Now, if you're pregnant or menstruating, please just continue with long, deep breathing. Breath of fire is not an exercise that's prescribed for women who are menstruating or pregnant. So, we're back to hands down, eyes closed. We're just doing breath of fire. So find yourself in position, and we begin. And now that we have the pattern, we're actually going to cover the right nostril on the inhale and the left on the exhale. So, on the inhale, left, exhale, right. So each time, pull in your stomach, cover the right nostril. That might help. "30 seconds left. Again, if you're pregnant or menstruating, please just do long, deep breathing, alternate nostrils. Big inhale, both nostrils. And exhale. Excellent. Now we're going to do breath of fire again for 1 more minute, except we're going to do it the opposite way. So on the exhale, we're now pushing the left nostril. So it looks like this. Okay, find your position and begin. Inhale deeply, both nostrils. Hold the breath. And exhale. Excellent. We're going to move into stretch pose now. Coming back down onto our backs. If you're seated in a chair, I'll let you know what to do. If you're on the floor, lying down straight on the back, legs are out. Okay? We're going to raise the legs 6 inches off the floor. Hands point towards the feet and the head comes up so you're looking at your toes. From here, we're gonna do breath of fire. Again, pregnant or menstruating, please just do long, deep breathing. Options here, if you find it uncomfortable, to lift only one leg at a time. If you cannot lift both, okay? And if you're, if you're seated in a chair, just lift the legs off the floor as much as you can. Hold on to the bottom of the chair. Same breathing process applies. So we're gonna begin in 3, 2, 1. Halfway there. "20 seconds. "10 seconds. Big inhale. Hold the breath. Apply Mul Bandh. Squeeze your anus, sex organs, and navel center. Squeeze them all. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hold the legs up. Excellent. Release the breath. Release the head. Release the legs. Take a moment. Now for the next exercise, the knees come towards the chest. Okay? Hands around the thighs. Head towards the knees. Breath of fire. Looks like that. If you're seated in a chair, bring the head down towards the knees like this on the floor and breathe. Again, pregnant or menstruating, long, deep breathing. Find your position and we begin. Pull the belly button in on the exhale. "15 seconds left. Deep inhale. Hold the breath. Bring the nose as close to the knees as you can. Hold, hold, hold. Beautiful. Release, feet down, arms to the side, close the eyes. Take a moment. Excellent. Next exercise. We move to life nerve stretch. Legs are out in front, knees are close together. Imagine the backs of the knees coming down towards the ground. If you're seated in a chair, legs are outstretched, heels on the ground. Okay? Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hands come down to the knees, to the shins, to the toes if that's possible. If you can make your toes, wrap the first 2 fingers around the backs of your toes, press into the thumbnail with your finger, to the toenail, big toe, with your thumbnails. Can't speak today. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Looks like this. If you're seated in a chair, same position applies. Hands to the thighs. Do this slowly. Breathe deeply. You have 30 seconds left. confidently if you're on the floor. Ten seconds. Last big breath. Excellent. Now coming down on the back again. Options, again, if you're like me and you have low back problems, option to bend the knees. Full expression of the pose is to lie flat on the back. We're going to lift the head, lift the arms, legs stay down this time, and breath of fire. If you're seated in a chair, legs out at an angle, up on the heels, arms out off the chair, breath of fire. If you're pregnant or menstruating, only long deep breathing. Let's begin. Head is up, arms are up. Looking at the toes. Pulling the belly button towards the spine on each exhale. We have 30 seconds left. Twenty seconds. 15. 10. Beautiful. Deep inhale. Hold the breath. Mul Bandh. Squeeze the anus, sex organs, and navel center. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hold the breath. Beautiful. Relax. Our last exercise for the Kriya is actually corpse pose or Shavasana. Find yourself comfortable on the floor. Palms can face up or face down if you're lying. If you're lying down, find a comfortable position. Close down the eyes and relax. 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 If you're seated in a chair, options to find a comfortable position for your feet on the floor. Scooch back into the chair. Find yourself supported by the backrest of the chair. Same applies. Close down the eyes. Palms to the thighs. Or even just let them hang. Close your eyes. Take a few moments to relax and rejuvenate. Slowly bringing awareness back into the room. Congratulations, all our Kriya is complete. Let's start with small movements of fingers and toes, gently bringing the body back, adding wrists and ankles, turning in one direction, and back in the opposite direction. Taking the hands, interlacing the fingers, reach the arms overhead, stretch the legs out in front, point the toes to one corner of the room, arms to the other. Big inhale. Exhale through the mouth with a sigh. Beautiful. 2 more times. Inhale, stretch the body as long as you can. Stretch, stretch, stretch. And exhale. And last time, 3rd time's the charm here. Big inhale. Exhale. Releasing the arms out to the thigh, to the shoulders. Pardon me, at shoulder height, palms face down. If you're lying on the mat, draw the legs up, knees close up, feet close to the bum. We're going to drop both knees to the left with our arms stretched out, turn our head to the right. If you're seated in a chair, hands come to the knees, both knees go left and the head tilts right. Nice big breath here. Fresh oxygen, fresh prana in through the nose, all the way down to the tailbone and release. One more time, big inhale. And exhale. Bringing the knees through the center now, turning both knees towards the right. Arms outstretched if you're on the floor, head turns left. If you're in the chair, hands on the knees, knees right, head left. Big breath. Fill the chest and belly. Exhale. And one more time, inhale. And exhale. Very good. If you're on the ground, draw the knees to the chest, wrap the arms lovingly around the shins, gentle rock from side to side. If you're seated in a chair, just a gentle movement back and forth of the knees, alternating the head to the opposite side. If your knees go left, your head goes right, and alternately. Those of us on the floor are rocking and rolling up and down on the spine 5 times to come to a seated position. Those of us on chair, letting the knees come to a stable position, come to sit high on your chair. This meditation I've chosen today is actually a Kriya in itself, and it's called Get Rid of Your Couldn't. It was actually taught by Yogi Bhajan on September 4th, 2001. And he says, do you remember a time when you wanted to come to class and said, I couldn't? Or you wanted to go out with your friends or go out and do something and then decided you couldn't? Or you wanted to love someone and be with somebody and then decided that you couldn't? All the problems on this planet come from the couldn't, from the not being able to trust ourselves and feel that we're adequate or that we're good enough or that we can. So this particular meditation or Kriya is going to help us fix that. We sit in easy pose if we're seated on a mat. If you're seated on chair, crossing the ankles at the foot of the chair. Hands come up. First 2 fingers up. Now the index finger goes in front of the middle finger and the thumb covers the bottom 2. The hands stay like this. Eyes are closed. We're nice and tall. Focus in between the eyebrows and slightly above. And with the eyes closed, we chant the mantra Har, which is Har, H-A-R. Rolling the R on the top of your mouth. Har, Har, Har. Find yourself in position, and we begin. Har, 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 Har. Find your rhythm. Har, 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 Har. Surrender to the rhythm. Har, 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 heart, 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 20 seconds, heart, 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 be strong, heart, 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 hold the pose, heart, 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 keep the rhythm, heart, 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 deep inhale, hold the breath and the pose, hold, 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 and release. Continuing to hold the pose, another deep breath in, hold, hold, and release. Last time, deep inhale, hold the breath, mula bandh, squeeze anus, sex organs, navel center, squeeze, 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 holding the pose and the breath. Release the breath, release the bund, release the arms to the thighs gracefully. Eyes remain closed, we take a moment. And bringing palms together again at the center of the chest. Relax the shoulders, chin again, ever so slightly tucked in, and behind closed eyes. The focus is in between the eyebrows and slightly above. We're going to close our Kundalini class now with the long time sun, followed by a long sat, short nam. As it was in the beginning, 2 full breaths in and out before we begin. Inhale deeply. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale to begin. May the long time sun shine upon you. All love surround you. And the pure light within you guide your way on. Guide your way on. Guide your way on. Inhale deeply, long sat, short nam. Sat nam. Please ground yourself if you're on the floor. Bring forehead and palms to the ground. Closing off the energy of today's practice. If you're seated in chair, hands to mind, hands to lips, hands to heart. Satnam, my friends, thank you so much for joining me. Come on back again next Thursday. We're going to do it all again with another Kundalini Kriya. Be well, be strong, be bountiful, be beautiful, be blissful. Satnam.